Good morning, friends. Today we are going to start lesson number 4 in geography, that is rotation and revolution of the earth. And here, student, you will learn about the motion of the earth, that is known as the on the axis. This is known as the rotation, and on its orbit, this is known as the revolution. So now, what is the meaning of the rotation? We will study about rotation. So, the daily movement of the earth on its imaginary axis from west to east is called rotation. It is similar to the spinning of like a it takes 24 hours to complete one rotation. This period of earth rotation called an earth day or the solar day. So when earth is taking 24 hours, so it is known as a one earth day or one solar day. Student, the figure is given here. You can understand here what the figure is explaining to you. By this one you can understand here the earth axis is inclined at the angle of 66 from the orbital plane and 23 and half degree from the line of perpendicular to the orbital plane. So what is the meaning of this one? You can see here. Perpendicular means which is making the angle of 90 degree. Perpendicular. So it is the orbital plane, that is 23 and a half degree. You can see this is it is making the 90 degree angle. So when earth is its orbit, no, you know orbit, when on any path where the planets are moving on its axis, so this path is known as the orbit. So on the orbit where it is forming the 90 degree, it means perpendicular, the line, vertical line, this is 23 and half degree. Same way, it's some inclination means which is something tilt. Okay, so it is some inclination of the earth, this is 66 and a half degree. Okay, so in this way we can understand this is the orbital plan of the earth, that is a 23 and a half degree. It means the vertically, or we can use this for the perpendicular, and the earth axis, it means the inclination of on its orbit, that is the 66 and a half degree. More other things we can understand here. Yes, the axis of the earth is tilted and at an angle of 66 and a half on its orbital plane, and or the axis is 23 half degree from the line perpendicular to the orbital plane. So that's why it is known as the inclination of the earth axis. Okay, so inclination of the earth axis is 23 and a half degree, and this term is too important to understand, student, because this is only the cause of different kinds of the movement and the different kinds of the activities on the earth. And because of this only, the inclination of earth on its axis is cause of the different kinds of the activities. Okay, now we can understand here. Just now I have explained to you, the other half is tilted away from the sun remains the darkness, and the night or circular line divide the earth till lit part of the earth from the dark half is called the circle of illumination. So it means the earth is like this way. So where the line axis inclination of the earth, it means 67 and half degree, it means this place. So here will be the day place and here will be the night. Same way other time here will be the day and here will be the night. That's why we are having the day and nights, and it is the cause of the different kinds of the season also. Now it is explaining to student effect of the earth rotation. What is the effect of the earth? Okay, so it is explaining to you what is the different kinds of the causes of the earth rotation. Like here it means cause the rotation when the earth rotates on its axis, one half of the face is the sun and has a day, and the other half tilted away from the sun remains the darkness and the night. So this point we have discussed here. Okay, from this portion it means here will be the day and here will be night. So in this way it will go on, and it is the only cause of different kinds of the weather and this climatic conditions also. Now next we can understand what are the other points are given here. So the shape of the earth also, it means, which is, we know the earth, it is not totally a circle one, it is some spherical. Okay, so here this, because of this condition only, we have talked in the before the chapter also. Okay, latitude and long latitude lines, and the poles is something flattened, and because of this only, the earth movements is also slow. Thus, okay, we are learning here about it. So now we can understand these points. Tide and tides are also daily rhythmic rise and fall of the sea water and level. They are caused when the sun and moon exert their gravitational pull together. So this is also, it means, when you have heard the name tide and tides, okay, tides which are coming on the oceans and sea, and this is also because of the rotation only. So this is also giving the some kinds of the deflection of winds and the ocean currents occur to the due to Coriolis force. This Coriolis force which is occurring, and this is the cause of the different kinds of the climatic conditions. Okay, now the Coriolis force are like some kinds of winds. These winds are the ocean currents. So how they are moving, they are right in the northern hemisphere. Okay, in the northern they are in the right direction, but when they are in the southern hemisphere they are in the left, their movement is the left side, and when they are in the northern hemisphere their movement is the right hand side. Actually, student, Coriolis force is one kind of the force which is helping to bring the rains and other kinds of the things. Okay, these are the forces which is turning all kinds of the phenomena, it means climatic condition, um, depending on the where is the location of which kinds of the country. Okay, so we'll, this is known as the Coriolis forces. Afterwards, student, we can understand here the rotation gives us a sense of direction. Just we are using, and when you are very okay child, so you can just using this word, the sun is rising in the east and sets in the west, but it is not true. Okay, sun is never rising nor never sets. Okay, actually this is, we can feel because of the rotation of the earth, and the earth rotates from west to east. So the sun seems to rise in the east and set in the west. Other heavenly bodies also appear to rise in the east and move in arc across the sky and set in the west every day. So this phenomena can be compared to what we see when we look out of the window of a moving train. Okay, so this is also example are given here, student. When we are moving, suppose when we are sitting in the train, okay, and other training also there, a bus is there, so these are not moving. This B1, suppose we are sitting the A1, so B1 is not moving, or we can say it means it is opposite. Suppose A is moving, B is not moving, so B will feel that they are moving. So it is given the example here. This phenomena can be compared to what we see when we look out of the window of a moving train. It appears to us that trees, telephones, poles, building, either side rays pass in the opposite direction. Actually they are stationary, and it is a train that is moving. Okay, stationary means which is stable, which can't move. So we can understand now, so you are having the experience when you are sitting in the bus and train, and you can see the train, the trees and other thing also, yes, you feel they are also moving towards you or along with you. Okay, so this is same thing also here. This is a motion because of the rotation of the earth. We just feel the sun is moving, but it is not. Sun is stable, it is the stationary on its place. Okay, so in this way, student, we can understand these are different activities of the rotation. The rotation is only giving the different kinds of the fact which is helping in a daily kinds of the activities on the earth surface. Now second, we can understand about the revolution. Actually revolution is the annual movement. Okay, it is the annual movement of the earth, and we can understand here about the revolution, and 365 days it is taking. More other things we can understand here. So if you compare the speed of the earth, it means around the sun, that is the 1 lakh kilometer per hour, or we can say 30 kilometer per second. Okay, on its axis at the same time. So in this way we can understand here. Now when this Earth is moving around the sun, so it is taking some of the time, that is 365 days and some other hours. Okay, like we know 24 hours we are having the day. So now like this way it is taking the 365 days and 6 hours. So after 4 years these 6 hours we are adding. Okay, 6 plus 6, 6 plus 6, 4 times 6, 4 is 24. 24 hours means one day. So that's why after 4 years, it means after 4 years we are having the one more day. One more day we are adding on the February. That's why we are having the 29 days in the February, and that is known as a leap year. Okay, so it is because of the earth is taking this much time. So that's why at last we are adding this all the things after 4 years. So this is, now we can understand here, a year has 365 days and 6 hours. Okay, for that's why we are, this is for our convenience to make the calendar the 6 hours we are adding up to the 24, become the 24 hours or the one extra day. So this is known as the leap year. Okay, so this is known as the leap year. So we are having the one more day afterwards. So it means after 4 years we are having the one more day. This is known as a leap year in the February month. Now student, speed of the rotation, what it is explaining to you is speed of the rotation. What did he explain to you? To cover a distance of 40 kilometer, sorry, 40,000 kilometer, the rotation of the length of equatorial diameter, the earth takes 24 hours. So the speed, of the earth is, rotation there would work out of the 1674 kilometer per hour. Okay, so by this one we can understand the spherical shape of the earth and reduced length of latitudes we move pole polewards makes a speed of rotation slowest at the mid latitude at the pole. There is hardly any movement. The speed of rotation is zero at the poles. So this is because of the length, because the length of the latitude. So when we are moving the poles, we can feel it means there is a very slow speed. It means like a zero only the speed of the earth when it is rotating. Okay, so by this one we can understand how it is. Okay, by this one we can understand what is the speed of the earth on the poles and near the equator area. Okay, so it is very slow at the pole. So student, in this way you can understand about the rotation, the revolution. Okay, so now today we have learnt about this. A main factor you have to understand by this diagram which I have explained to you, the inclination of the earth on its axis, how it is helping for different kinds of the activities on the earth surface. Then some other fact we have learnt about the rotation. It means how the rotation is helping for the different kinds of the activities. It means when the is the condition, it means the direction of the sun. Okay, and the Coriolis forces, about the tides, and the how the shape of the earth is depend, it means helping the rotation and revolution process, and how it is helping the different activities on the earth. Then we have learned about the revolution, that is known as the annual movement, and it is taking the 365 days and 6 hours. Then after 4 years it is known as the 366 days and the leap year. And afterwards when you came to know about the speed, it means which is at the poles, the speed of the earth is too slow. It means we can just almost we can understand it is a zero at the poles. So in this way student, you can understand whatever today you have come to know, the especially the movement of the earth, the rotation, the revolution. So till now this much. Thank you. Have a nice day.